Merry Christmas!
You are what I'm looking for. I know what I'm looking for.
Okay, today we're coming at you with day 8, and we're going to be making a makeup box. This is a cute little box that measures 2 by 4 by 2 inches, and it will create 2 separate 2 by 2 boxes. So let's get into that. First up, we're going to need a piece of pattern paper that measures 12 by 9 inches, and I'm using the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas series from Echo Park, and I'm going to start across the 12-inch side, and I'm going to score at 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 inches. And then I'm going to rotate the cardstock 1 turn to the left, and I'm going to score at 1, 3, 5, and 7 inches. Okay, and that's going to be it for the scoring for this project. And now we're going to make some cuts. So I've grabbed a white gel pen. I want to mark out the areas that we're going to cut away. So I've got my paper laid out in the same orientation as my template, and I'm just going to outline the areas that I want to cut off. So we've got the top left corner, the center 2 squares there, and then the far right corner. We're going to cut those areas away. We're going to cut down the score line from the top down to the second score line. Okay, so I'm just going to run through this very quickly and cut away those areas. The template is marked very specifically to make it easy for you to know exactly what to cut away. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off the first corner, and then the second area that I've got marked out, and then the final corner at the top, and we'll cut those away. You could save these pieces if you want. I'm not going to use them today. Okay, so at this point, this is what we should have. It should start to look like the template. And the next thing we're going to do is start creasing the folds so that we can kind of see how this is all going to come together. So I'm going to start creasing the folds here, and you'll see that there is going to be 2 little boxes attached together. So I'm going to run through and fold all of these, and the center score line is going to fold backwards. Okay, so you'll see the boxes start to form here, and we're going to need to make some cuts so that we have little tabs to adhere this shut. So I'll just run through, finish creasing all of the folds, make sure that I'm ready to start making those cuts. Okay, so according to the template guide, you'll see the little lines where you need to cut away. We want to make sure that the one piece in the very center of the cardstock doesn't get cut. So I'm just going to draw a couple of lines. So on the left side, we're going to create 2 tabs. And then in the center, we're going to cut down. And then this will create another tab. Okay, and then this center part is going to stay together. And then at the bottom here, we're going to do the same thing and cut those areas. And the same thing here. Okay, so this is going to create 4 tabs on each side of the paper in order to create 2 boxes. Okay, so I've got the first one cut away, and then the second one, and I'll just run through the center here. And now we've got that mostly detached. And there we go. Now we've released all of the tabs. That's going to create this box. One more side. I'm just going to cut these away. And now each side has 4 little tabs with the center still connected. The next thing I'm going to do is angle cut each tab on the top and the bottom, if that makes sense. I just want to be able to not have to worry about anything sticking up or making my box uneven if I didn't cut straight enough. So I'll just cut angle cuts on all 4 tabs, and then once this is done, you'll have a look and see what I've done. I'm leaving the very center strip all the way across. I'm leaving that alone. I'm not touching those because those are going to create the shape of the box. The tabs where we're angle cutting are going to be glued down and you're not going to see them. Alright, so at this point, this is what your paper should look like. The next step here, I'm going to grab a circle punch, and I'm going to punch little finger notches into the very bottom center square on both sides. Okay, and now we're going to start applying adhesive, and this will come together very quickly. First up, the little piece that's in the center, we need to apply adhesive on the back side. We're going to apply adhesive because these parts are going to be glued together. So this is what's going to create the separation in our little compartments so that we have what looks like two boxes glued together. So I'm applying adhesive here and attaching that center piece in. Okay, and then I'm going to take the 4 tabs and I'm going to apply adhesive to those. So this top piece is going to be our lid, the center piece is our sidewall, and then these tabs are going to come up like this and adhere to form the box. Okay, so I'm just going to fold those little tabs and start applying adhesive. I'll work on one side at a time, and I just want to make sure I take my time to make sure that everything is nice and straight. Apply adhesive to those tabs, pull them up, and seal them to the little side walls of our box. Okay, I'll push the lid out of the way so that I can continue to adhere things together without any interference. And there we go, our first little box is complete. And now this little lid will tuck right inside of there, and we have our first compartment. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. I'll fold in the 4 tabs, apply adhesive to each of those, and then stand my box up, make sure that everything is nice and straight. I don't want my box to get kind of weird and wonky. And apply those tabs in. And then this will be all put together. So while the box is empty, the lids kind of get pushed in, but once we have some stuff to put inside of it, then the lids will sit nicely. So there we go. The last thing I want to do is round the corners on those little flaps so that the lids will slide in nice and easy. So I'll just grab my corner rounder and I'll use the smaller setting. I believe this is a 1/4 inch quarter round. And now I've got some little lip scrubs that I want to pop into this box. And these fit perfectly. They fit right into the little compartments. Close up the lid and you have a very unique and cute little gift box for the 8th day of Christmas. Okay, that's going to be it for today's video. I will leave a link in the description box down below where you can purchase the 12 Days of Christmas template book. And this template book coordinates with 12 YouTube videos that share projects for the 12 Days of Christmas. Coming up on screen is a playlist for the 12 Days of Christmas. All of the videos that have been released so far will be in this playlist. Thanks again for joining me. Have yourself a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!